Welcome to the Jalyna Rose Podcast. Hello, welcome back to the Jalyna Rose Podcast. I'm Jalyna Rose, author of When It All Falls Down, available on Amazon Kindle, link in the description below. Today is Friday, November 20th, at the time of this recording. We are nearing the end of NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, for those who are not familiar. I'm in the middle of writing my novella series, so was not able to participate this year. You need to be writing a 50,000 word novel. I am only writing 30,000 words at a time, so there's that. I feel very bummed out because I learned that Campfire held a contest this year, which they will pay the winner, I think it was $3,000 towards self-publishing your novel after you won Nano. Congrats to whoever is going to receive that. I'll be on the lookout for more opportunities like that one. I'll announce them in the beginning of the episode, and I'll have links posted if you hear something you're interested in. You guys, job searching, especially as a writer, is so difficult. I'm in that boat now. The virus has made everything far more difficult. So a lot of people, like me, are finding life to be far more overwhelming than it needs to be. And that is going to bring us into today's topic. I'm shifting from AuthorTube to discussing mental health because I feel it's important to talk about, especially right now with everything going on in the world, which I'm not going to talk about on this channel. The controversy is real. Everyone trying to be right, trying to profit on what's happened. Everyone has something to say about it, and no one really knows what's going on. The media coverage keeps changing from day to day. It's just best to stay out of the conversation and focus on writing, art, mental health, and our families. I was on Facebook last night and someone had made a post, writing groups I'm a part of. This person was struggling with depression and they didn't think they were going to be able to get their first book done. They were talking about going the traditional route because they didn't have money to pay people to do everything like cover design, editing, etc. And so I'm going to talk about this for a little while, writing in the midst of depression and what you should do if you can't afford all the expenses of publishing a book. But first, let me detour off the topic. You should never do this in writing, but I'm scatterbrained at the moment, so let me inform you of the episode lineup. If you missed episodes 1 through 3, we talked about choosing your genre, touched a hair on writing for the market, discuss pen names or pseudonyms if you prefer. Do go check out those episodes after this one. Episode 5 will continue the lineup of writing related topics. We're going in order from the very start to the very end as we dive into the writing process together. So we'll be getting into plotting and outlining, doing the fun stuff like creating amazing worlds and characters, writing the first sentence, and actually getting into the meat and potatoes of writing, which will lead into the dreaded show, not tell. Everyone's familiar with hearing over and over again. So lots of writing things to come. I already have multiple videos talking about mental health. You may want to check those out too. There's one on loneliness, anxiety, confidence issues. It's all together in a playlist for you. So hop onto the channel and go check it out. Now, let's get into this episode. Writing when you have depression. You guys, depression sucks. It makes everything so much harder to do. On these days, you need to be a little less strive for perfection and a little more get butt and seat and get at least one thing done. Whether that's outlining, creating characters, writing one sentence, or just bringing up the Word document. That's half the battle right there. But if you find that you just can't get out of bed and chase down your laptop or phone, it's okay to take some time off. Maybe you do something else and just cultivate ideas. Then when you're ready to get back into it, you have all these ideas to work with. But maybe you're like me and find that when the depression bug hits you, you just can't even do that. You have no ideas and you just want to curl up in a ball and die. On those days, you need to put aside your writing, unless it helps, and focus on you. Speak to a professional if you think that will help. It never did me, but I'm a different story. You don't have to be like me. In fact, I'd advise you not to be anything like me at all. The point here is do what works for you to get better. If that's going to a therapist, taking the medications, going on walks, maybe you enjoy painting or crafts, maybe you just need an extra day of sleep. Find what works for you and do what you need to do to get back to feeling like yourself again. So you can make your dreams a reality. Maybe you're at a point where writing is no longer a passion. This happens especially when you've been writing since you were very young. I started at 8 years old, and when that happens, it is devastating. That's when you need to have a serious conversation with yourself. Try to pinpoint the exact moment you lost your passion. Ask yourself, why did that occur? From there, you can figure out how to solve the problem. If it's the depression holding you back, address the depression. If it's fear holding you back, do some research. Inform yourself. Knowledge is the key to fighting fear. What are you afraid of? Getting rejected? Not being able to sell the book? Being ridiculed? Whatever it is, you need to figure it out and address the issue. Take it from me. I've been there. I'm going through it. I'm having so much trouble selling my book and feeling like an absolute failure, thinking I'm the worst writer in the world and wondering if it's me. Am I the reason the book isn't selling? Maybe people don't like me or don't trust me, and just falling down this rabbit hole of despair. But then after doing some research and discovering that out of 100,000 self-published authors, only 40 are successful, and the average self-published novel sells less than 250 copies during its lifetime, and the lifetime of a book is 2 years. Finding that out made me realize, okay, maybe I'm just normal and these are the typical results. So that was my moment of, okay, what can I do now? Because I don't have the money to market the book or overhaul it in the way it needs to be done to maximize success. I've looked online, read, and watched everything talking about this, and all of the, quote, experts say this is the way you must do this thing. And I don't necessarily believe that their way is the only way to have success in this industry. Yeah, their way may get you there faster, but it doesn't work for everyone. Many people have extenuating circumstances, and it's impossible to predict where everyone is and what their situation is, and I don't think that people should be preaching about how their way is the only way, and if you can't do it in this way, then you're not going to be successful. I think that's a false and harmful outlook to have. There is more than one way to skin a duck, as they say. Is it a duck? Maybe I had that saying wrong. Anyway, the point is there are many roads to success. So keep that in mind. Also, just because you are not there yet doesn't mean you aren't get there. So today you may not have the money to do all the things, but if you keep working hard, staying the course, solving the problems, you will get there eventually. So I recommend learning how to market and learning how to problem solve, because these are learnable skills and they are among the most valuable you can have. I always want to encourage learning because knowledge is so powerful. And once you learn how to learn, the world becomes your oyster. So put in that hard work. If you don't have the money to hire an editor, do what I did. Get your hands on a grammar book and learn those punctuation, syntax, and English grammar skills. You can go to the library when they open up. You can download from pdfdrive.com. You can borrow from Amazon Lending Library or the Overdrive app. Do a web search. These rules are everywhere on the internet. Make use of free spell checkers, Grammarly, Hemingway Editor, etc. Ask for critiques. Sometimes people correct your grammar mistakes while also providing helpful feedback. So look around at what you can take advantage of. Even if you don't have the money to hire a professional editor, you can even ask a friend to edit if you know an English teacher or someone good at grammar skills. If you don't have the money for a cover artist, you can trade skills. Maybe you know someone who does graphic design. You can say to them, hey, I'm good at fixing things in the home. I'll give you a free full year of home repair service if you design a book cover for me. Something along those lines. Or free up a day and learn how to Photoshop. I did. I spent 2.5 weeks learning Photoshop and made use of Canva until I was satisfied that my cover was professional enough. And people love my covers. I get a lot of really nice compliments on them, so if you ask me, I may work with you. So again, just look and see what you can do on a limited to no budget. If you don't have money for marketing, create a YouTube channel. Be on social media. You probably are anyway. Create an email list. You can make one free and it will stay free up to 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 emails using MailerLite. Just be sure you have something to give away for free so you can get the subscribers. You can give away a free ebook, a gift card, or a service you provide. You'll have to get creative with that, but the option is there for you to take advantage of. As I said, you'll need to put in a lot of hard work. This is what's going to determine your success, how well you are able to problem solve, market, and your willingness to get there. But you have to address your mental health first. That bitch will stand in your way until you slap her and show her who's boss. Don't hit women, I will personally come and hunt you down, but you get what I'm saying. Gotta take care of that shit or you will never be able to get anything done. And I always need to be reminded of this because I seriously need to find a way to take back control of myself, and this is just a long rant going nowhere. I am seriously out of time. I'll make a part 2 of this in another episode, episode 9. For now, please hit that like or dislike button, bash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!